Hi everybody, it's Miss Austin. I'm going to be doing the Unit 6 Lesson 2 problems. We're doing 1 through 5. You might be doing these on Desmos, you might be doing these in your book or on the digital PDF. Match each coordinate rule to a description of its resulting transformation. So I can tell, I think it might be easier to do these and match it to that. This says I'm going to make no change in the x, but add 4 in the y. So which one says that over here? C, x stays x, but the y coordinates 4 gets added. So C goes to number 1. This one says add 3 to the x, but nothing to the y. That would be this one right here. You add 3 to the x coordinate, but the y coordinate stays the same. I could put a number 1 next to this, put a number 2. This one says dilate using the origin as the center and a scale factor of 2. That means everything gets multiplied by 2. 2 times the x, 2 times the y. Translate by directed line segment. So I'm nothing in the x, and I go 4 subtracted from the y. This is D. And this one, I take 3 away from the x and add 4 to the y. Take 3 away from the x, add 4 to the y. Okay, so this is the new way that we can talk about transformations in the coordinate plane without saying all of this. Number 2, draw the image of triangle ABC under the transformation xy, and then my new function output is to do x minus 4, y plus 1. So that means I'm going to take 4 away. I'm going to go 4 in the x, 4 negative in the x direction, and then up 1. Because my x and my y, right? X-axis is here, y is here. I'm going to go 4 to the left and up 1. So here we go. I'm just going to go down here, 4 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1. Get a ruler. Now you could also, that point is 2, 3. Like just for example, point A. You could take 4 away from that, which would be negative 2. And you could add 1 to that, and that would be 4. Now look at your new A. Negative 2, 4. You could also count it out the way that I did. Draw the image of triangle ABC under the transformation xy, and then my output is negative xy. So I'm going to be switching the x coordinate. So now this one might be easier to see the points. I'll write them out for you. 3, 5. Okay, so I'm supposed to turn the x into the opposite of what it was and keep the y the same. So I'm going to erase this one now because that was for the previous one. So make that the opposite and keep that the same. Make that the opposite and keep that the same. Make that the opposite and keep this the same. Essentially, what does that do? Let's look. So make that the opposite, keep that the same. Make that the opposite, keep that the same. Make that the opposite, keep that the same. Wait, did I do something wrong? Oh, I went up one too high, I could tell. There it is, right there. I'm trying to do this one in a different pattern. So essentially, right, I'm supposed to label this R and this T. So this, when you switch the X, make it negative, you essentially reflected that across the Y-axis. That's a reflection across the y-axis by changing the x coordinate to the opposite. So you can either list out the points like this, or you could just, if you know that's a reflection, that's 2 away, 2 away, 4 away, 4 away. All right, moving on. Number 3, here are some transformation rules. For each rule, describe whether it's rigid motion, a dilation, or neither. So a rigid motion, let's remind ourselves, is a translation, a reflection, or a rotation. A dilation is when I multiply both the x and y by the same amount. So what happened here? This, I've shifted everything 2 to the left and 3 down. Right? Imagine directed line segment. So that's a translation, which is a rigid motion. This one, it looks like they multiplied the x by 2 and the 3 by y. Now a dilation does multiply, but it has to multiply by the same amount. So this is neither. C, I multiplied both the x and the y by 3. That's a dilation. It's not called a rigid motion because a rigid motion means it doesn't change the shape or the size. And then this one looks like, now the negative is a reflection. And then that 2 in front means I've reflected it and I've done a translation of 2. This is a rigid motion. Number 4. Reflect triangle ABC over line x equals 0. This is the line x equals 0 right here. Let me get a highlighter. So we'll call it A prime, B prime, C prime. So that is here. 2 away, 2 away, 3 away, 3 away. Call this is A prime, B prime, C prime. Now it says then reflect this new one over the line y equals 0. That's the x-axis. So that's 1 away. This is 1 away. 1 away, 1 away. That's on the line. Double prime, B double prime, C double prime. So my final shape is right here. I'm going to highlight this. So it says what single transformation would take this one to this final one? And it gives me some choices. It says translate it from 1, 1 to negative 2, 1. 1, 1 to negative 2, 1. So that's going over 2, down 2. Is that what happened to B? Over 2, down 2? No, B's way up there. Reflect across the line y equals negative x. So that would be this line right here. If I folded the piece of, if I imagine folding that in half across that, would that lay on top of that? No. Those two might line up, but that's not gonna. Rotate ABC counterclockwise using the origin as the center 180. So one way that you can tell, I mean, if you have patty paper, you can try it. But if you're trying to see 180, if you take A, go to the center, and go to the new A, it should make 180 degrees, straight line. B to the center to the new B, straight line. C to the center to the, it looks like it is. So I'm going to get a piece of patty paper just to double check. If you're in Desmos, I think you have the transformation tools. You're there. The 180 is going to go to there. Hey, Miss Austin, did I move my paper? And that looks like it landed right on top, 180. The other thing that you can look at is the original A was 1, 1, and A double prime is -1, -1. B was 2, -1. B double prime is -2, 1. And so in a 180-degree rotation, what happens is the points, the signs get switched. That became a negative, that became a positive. C originally was 3, 0, and that became -3, 0. That's 180 degrees, you can tell. All right, last one, number 5. Reflect triangle ABC over the line y equals 2. So the line y equals 2 is a horizontal line right here. So that's 2 away, 2 away. That's on the line, so I'm leaving it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's A, that's C, that's D. Translate the image by directed line segment from 0, 0 to 3, 2. So 0, 0 to 1, 2, 3, 2. So that means it wants me to go right 3, up 2. Here we go, right 3, 1, 2, 3, up 2. There's my new A. 1, 2, 3, up 2. There's my new C. Right 2, 3, up 2. There's my new B. There's my final shape. One of the coordinates, A double prime is -2, 4. B double prime is -3, 7. And C double prime is 0, 6. All right, guys, I hope that helped. I'll see you soon.